create your desired future, there's one thing you really have to do, and that is that you need to speak differently. You need to watch your words. You need to pay attention to your language. You have to choose the words that you use when you're talking about your current and your past life, as well as the future that you want. You see, from a spiritual perspective, words are creative. In metaphysical and mystical circles, you're taught to be careful about what you say, lest you regret your words because they come true, right? And so I've often heard people say things like, I wish I didn't have to go to work tomorrow. And then they go to work and they get fired. Their words were a self-fulfilling prophecy. Or I've heard people, men and women, say, my partner's always abandoned me. And then their current partner walks out without any explanation, right? We have to really be careful because our words are creative. Our words are creative. Now, science also tells us that words have an impact because, they have a frequency, a vibration, and if they hit us, then we wouldn't hear them. That vibration, that frequency is what hits our eardrums and causes us to hear what someone's saying or singing or whatever, right? And then you can go to the Old Testament, which is estimated to have been written between 1445 and 1405 BC. And you're going to find evidence that language has the ability to create. After all, this particular sacred text, but other sacred texts as well, tell us that God spoke the world into being, right? God said, let there be light, and there was light. The words created the light. So you could also go study ancient Aramaic, or just the Aramaic language. And what you'll discover is that word abracadabra means I create as I speak. It's so funny because I knew that so long ago, and I wrote some things about it. And then just recently, I've had at least 2 people mention that, right? But it's true. So it's no wonder that magicians, right before they pull the rabbit out of the hat, say abracadabra. It's like an incantation, right? Obviously, that the idea that our words are creative or they create goes back at least 3,000 years. That's when the Aramaic language first began being used. So it makes sense that humans speak their worlds, their lives, into existence, into being. What we say, we experience. And that's in part due to the fact that our words reflect our thoughts and our beliefs, right? So our mindset determines the lens through which we see and experience the world. So, for example, if you believe something is hard, it's probably going to be hard for you. If you believe people are inherently untrustworthy, you're going to come across a whole lot of people that don't deserve your trust. Also, we each contain a spark of divinity, a spark of the divine, and the divine is creative. That's what we know about the creator or source or the divine creator. And so it's our souls that have this divine spark, that are the divine spark within us. So just like God or the divine creator, when we speak, we create, right? Our words determine our lives. And source responds to our words. Creator responds to our words. When you say, I want more money, it hears that you want money and allows you to keep wanting it. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. And it might even send you a few circumstances where you continue wanting money because you're saying, I want money. And so that's what it hears is that's what you want. You want to want money, right? So you have to be very careful And, so instead of saying, I want more money, it's better to say, I'm grateful for the money I have. And then source will give you more reason to be grateful for the money you have. So what I want to do with the remaining time on this video is explore just a few phrases that are worth kind of deleting from your current speech patterns, and a few to add in their place. And if you do this, you're going to create a different life experience and different results. So the first one is, it's hard. Stop saying that things are hard, and remove words like struggle and difficult from your vocabulary. Because as long as you're saying things are hard and difficult and a struggle, that's what your experience will be, and you'll create more reason to experience that. So instead, tell yourself things are easy. Or what I love is, it gets to be easy. For like a year, I use that. It gets to be easy. It gets to be easy. It is easy. Affirm that you're strong and able and powerful. And then notice how things become easier. You also can substitute the word challenge for hard, because a challenge helps you grow and learn, and it tends to be fulfilling when you accomplish it. It's kind of a positive thing. And so challenge is a good word to replace hard with. Okay, the second phrase is, I can't. Saying I can't tells your mind that you're unable to do something. So you're not going to be able to do it. Your mind is, your brain is saying that you can't do it because your reptilian part of your brain wants to convince you not to do things that it thinks are scary or life-threatening, even when they're not. And so your brain is telling you that, and then you're repeating it. I can't do it. And you're just reinforcing that neural pathway that you can't do it. So you're not going to be able to do whatever it is you want or need to do because you said you can't. And it doesn't matter if you believe that you can't earn more money, or you can't start a business, or you can't find security, or you can't attract a soulmate, or you can't improve your health. You won't be able to do those things if you think you can't, period. So instead, tell yourself, I have the ability to figure it out. Brendan Burchard talks about this. I have the ability to figure it out. It goes a really long way, because it puts you in your power to do something, to figure it out, right? Or you can adopt the mantra of the little engine that could. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. The only problem with that is you're thinking you can, rather than telling yourself, I know I can. I know I can, I know I can, I know I can. Or I can, I will. Those are better words or phrases to replace it's hard with. Or I can't with. Okay, the next one is, it's not my fault. When you say it's not my fault, you give away your power, and you deflect responsibility onto someone or something else, usually outside not usually, always outside yourself. So sometimes that makes you a victim of your circumstance or of someone else's behavior. But victims are powerless. You don't want to be powerless, so take responsibility. Take responsibility, because you're always creating or co-creating your life, every aspect of it. You are a creator. I'm always saying it. You are a creator. You create the good and the bad, and you do it some of the time with your words. So instead of blaming or making excuses, say, I take full responsibility, because that puts you firmly back into your power. And then you can say, I take responsibility for changing the situation or changing myself or whatever. And you affirm, I'm a creator. I created that so I can create something different that I like more or want more. All right. The last phrase is, nothing ever changes. As long as you proclaim that nothing ever changes, everything will remain the same, like it or not. So the statement is a recipe for feeling stuck. In fact, everything constantly changes. Everything. The seasons, our bodies, the weather, the location of the sun and moon in the sky, it's all changing constantly. So remember that. Remember that, especially when you hear yourself saying nothing ever changes. And, oh, yeah, everything changes all the time. And then say that instead. Everything constantly changes. Everything constantly changes. Or try, my past is in the past. I can't change that. but I can change the present and the future. Affirm, I can change how I feel, what I do, and who I'm being in the present, and that changes my future. These are much better affirmations. I like to say every day and in every way, I'm getting better and my life is changing in positive ways. Every day and in every way, I'm getting better and my life is improving in positive ways or changing in positive ways. That's what I want to create. And I'm sure that's probably what you want to create as well. I know you literally can't watch your words, right? Unless they're on paper. Unless you're a writer like me, you can watch your words, I guess. But I'd like to remind myself to pay attention to speech patterns, to my speech patterns, because even I fall into the bad habits like saying, it's hard for me to lose weight. I can't make a living from my writing. Those words are just making that my reality, making that my truth, right? So your negative ways of speaking are kind of like old stories you've been telling yourself that need to be edited or deleted or rewritten totally, right? And that's what we're kind of talking about. It's time to do that if you want to use your words to create your desired future, is it not? I think so. And I'm telling this to myself. I had a conversation with a friend yesterday, and I pointed out how many times she said things that were keeping her stuck in a reality she didn't want. And I have another friend who told me she had wasn't doing a few different things because felt like she needed all her energy and focus because this was going to be a bad year because it was an election year. It's going to be a bad year. I need all my strength to deal with it. So how do you know it's going to be a bad year? You don't know that, but you're creating it before it's even happened. So don't try to predict the negative future with your words. Don't create, even more so, don't create a negative future, a future you don't want, by using words that just bring that into your experience. So I'd love to know whether you find yourself using words that create an undesirable future. Leave me a comment down below and tell me. As I said, this is something I work with all the time. I've known this for years and years and years and years, probably easily 30 or 40 years. But sometimes I get it wrong too. Even I've noticed it when with my broken ankle and my groin and hip injury, people ask me how I am, and I immediately go to, well, it's getting better, but it still hurts when I do this, and I still can't go hiking the arroyos, and I'm like, I'm just telling my body and source that that's where I still am, and that's what I'm experiencing, and I'm going to experience more of it. So, I started going to work out instead, like, okay, I'm getting better every day, and in every way I'm getting better. And I go and I work out, and I tell myself that I'm feeling good and that I'm healing and I'm healed, because that's going to create more of that, right? Anyway, let me know whether you find yourself using words that create an undesirable future. Leave me a comment down below. Make sure that you subscribe to my videos if you haven't been here before. And if you don't know me and you haven't been here before, I'm Nina Amir. I'm known as the Inspiration to Creation Coach. I'm an author and sometimes an author coach, and I'm a certified high performance coach, certified by the High Performance Institute, and this is Brendan Burchard's curriculum. I'm also a transformational coach. I love to help people get from where they are to where they want to go by getting out of their own way. Because you see, things like language and mindset and habits and all of that, it's just you in your own way. And so I want to help you get out of your way. I want to help you step into being someone who can take the actions that help you create whatever it is that you desire. To be the type of person who can have the impact that you want to have, who can create whatever it is that's important to you. So if that's of interest to you, and if that's important to you, click on the link above, and it will give you 3 different ways that you can work with me. And I'll also put a link right after that, another link that gives you a way to sign up for a free 15-minute strategy session. Well, I was calling them strategy sessions. When you see this, hopefully I will have changed the form to a 15-minute soul alignment session. So that's really what I'm trying to do with my life, is align with my soul and live a life that feeds my soul. And so that's what I want to do. I want to get together for 15 minutes and see what we need to do to help you live a more soul aligned life, and see whether we're a good fit to work together. So use that link up above and sign up for a free 15-minute session. And I'd be honored to talk to you for just a little while and get to know you. So that is it for today. Leave me a comment down below, click on the links, and until I talk to you next time, go out there and achieve more inspired results.